Hey everybody, this is Felicia with The Book is Done. I'm coming with them. I'm playing catch up, but I'm coming. I'm trying to make this a full-time thing, y'all, and I need y'all's help to get there. Y'all got me. But the book that I'm going to be talking about, it was on the Kindle. I've been reading a lot of those lately, and a reason for that is because a lot of these are debut novels, and then a lot of these as well. The other half of them, are Arthur's for the love, y'all, authors who reach out to me and is like, would you mind, reading my book? Let me know what you think. Give me a review. I'll send you a digital copy. And I'm just like, okay, cool. Of course, everybody who knows me knows that I love paperbacks. Like, I don't know. I need the tree in my hand. Okay. I don't, it just brings it together for me. I need the smell. And then, in all things, I can go on a tangent as I can. But a book that I read, this woman actually has like freaking 10 plus books. And I'm just like, why ain't nobody tell me? Yes, why ain't nobody? Why ain't nobody tell me about this woman? This book was so good. I legit almost threw my phone several times. Because the stuff that was going on in this book, I was like, huh? Sugar iced tea, what is that? Make it make sense. And so the book that I read, He's Coming for Me by Grace E. Summers. She's just now on Facebook. I don't believe that she's on YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok yet. But we're working on it. We're working on it. But He's Coming for Me. I'll read you what it says and what it's about. Ellen is a 25-year-old wife who has a mysterious past. Not even her husband knows what her secrets are, but he's about to find out. Paul comes home and finds his wife missing. Only the panicked husband understands why she would never, excuse me, why she would never simply leave and not tell him. Paul finally receives a text from Ellen. It's a warning not to contact her brother to find her. The problem is, Ellen doesn't have a brother. Detective Katani is assigned to the case of the missing wife. It turns into a dangerous game of cat and mouse when he's the one hunted. So, just like it say, Ellen Ellen is Paul comes across Ellen and he didn't even know that's who she was until maybe a little bit later. But Paul is in this diner, and I don't want to say it's like the city, but he's in this somewhat busy diner, and he sees this woman. I want to say that she comes into the restaurant. I can't remember if she comes into the restaurant or not, but like you could tell that something was just off. Like she was very skittish, she was very skinny. You could tell she was in some kind of bad relationship. She was in some kind of bad shape. And so he's just like, hey, I'm here for you. Would you like something to eat? And she was just like, I don't know. She very scared, very very scared. You could tell like something was going on. So he buys her lunch. He buys her something to eat. You could tell she hadn't eaten in a while, so she inhales everything, and she's coming in dripping wet. So he gives her like her jacket. Like it's raining outside, so he gives her his coat. And he's just very concerned about her. It's not even like in the mindset like, oh, she's beautiful. Let me, try to help her. No, he's just like, oh my God, how can I help? Or oh my goodness, how can I help? And so after she eats, he's just like, are you okay? Do you have a place to go to? Are you safe? And she runs out the restaurant. He runs after her. And it's just like, hey, I don't want anything. I don't want to hurt you. I just want to be sure that you're safe. Like, you look like you need some help. I at least want to help. And so she accepts the offer of him taking her to his house. And no crazy vibes, because at first you'd be like, got this man up here talking to me, buying me food. What you trying to do? What you want? What you need? And then he invites me to the house. You think I'm crazy? Like I probably wouldn't have. But at the same point in time, you never know. You never know somebody's situation and or story. So She ends up going to that. He was like, "Listen, you can go to my house. I have an extra room." And he had just gotten out of an engagement. Like his fiance broke off their engagement, so they had planned on being together forever. So he's established, like he has his own house. He's good, and so he's like, "I have a spare room. You can lock the door. I do not have the key to it. It has its own bed, or it has its own bathroom. It has its own ensuite. Whatever you need. Like, I just want you to get out this rain. I don't know what your situation is. I just want you safe." So he was just like, if you're hungry, I will make you something to eat. I won't even knock on your door. I'll just put the food on a tray by your door. In all things, he's really caring. He's like, I just want you to be okay. And I could see me doing something like that because I'm just like, oh my gosh, I will give you the shirt off my back, literally. I'll give you my last dollar. I will give you my last piece of food. Like I like to take care of people. I like to make sure that people are straight. And so I could understand his heart. I could understand his standpoint. So he she's there, like she slept legit for like 2 days straight almost. And he was just like, okay, he told her, he was like, I'm gonna call homeless shelters, see if they have, you know, room for you or whatever the case may be, because I don't want you to be comfortable. I don't want you, I'm not keeping you hostage. I just want you safe. And so nothing worked out. No shelters were open. They didn't have any availability, whatever the case may be. So she ends up staying like a day or two. And then it ended up being like a week. And she's slowly but surely like starting to come out of her shell. She doesn't say exactly what all is going on, what happened, but in a sense, it's like he kind of nurses her back to health. And in the process, he's kind of falling in love with her, or he's like taken aback by her, or what is that? Smitten. He becomes smitten with her, and so he cares for her, and he's just like, I just want to make sure that you're straight. And so, in essence, she starts to like she gets accustomed to being there. She knows she's safe. She knows that he's gonna look after her, and look out for her. So, comes out, they get married, and this is like maybe after, I want to say, a year, maybe. It was quick. It was quick. And so she is very, very closed off. She doesn't talk to people. She's just, I forgot the disorder that they said that she has, but she, just very, she does not do the public. She does not do any of that. She's very, I think it's like paranoia or paranoid disorder. I forgot, excuse me, I forgot what it is, but she's very paranoid, very scared, very skittish. And so that continues on into their relationship, but he gets it and he understands. He's like, I'm here for you, nobody's gonna hurt you. And then one day he gets home and he can't find her. And I mean, she is like clockwork on a schedule. She has to have a schedule. So she's not home. And he's just like, this is not like her. What is going on? He doesn't see any signs of forced entry or anything like that in the home. None of that. He's just like, this is so not like her. So he calls the police, files a missing persons report, or tries to, and they're just like, we can't. I mean, maybe your wife took a drive. Maybe and I mean, he was like, you don't understand. Like, this is not like her. This is not like her. She has her phone, but like her clothes are still here. Her purse is still, like, everything is still here. Everything is still here. It's not forced entry. Something is not right. Something is not right. So the story goes on as to where the detective that is assigned to this case, Dr. Detective Katani, he's just like, okay, he's asking the husband questions, and the husband is just like, you know what? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know my wife like I should. And so it's definitely shady boot stuff because the detective is like, how you don't know where your wife from? How you don't know her background? Like, do you know your wife? Are you married for real? Did you kill your wife? Type thing. And she wasn't killed or anything like that, but she wasn't there. And so he just knew that the mom had passed away and that her and her mom were very close, but that it was just her. And so, in doing some digging, come to find out, Ellen is not her real name, and that the mom, the mom was murdered, And the story that both the detective and the husband came across was that Ellen is not Ellen. Ellen actually was her mom's name, and that she went by another name. I think it was Patricia. I can't remember, but another Patricia. But she went by her mom's name, and basically they were trying to say the detective in his mind was like, "This is a fugitive on the run." Okay, cool. So calls the husband back. Did you know that they're looking for a fugitive who killed the mother and almost critically hurt the brother, and she hasn't been seen since? And the husband, at first, for like a second, he was just like, "My whole life is a lie. Like, why did this and this and this?" And I'm like, in my mind at first, I was like, "Ain't nobody tell you to fall in love with somebody who was in distress. Okay? Like, you don't know nothing about this woman. Nothing. And you get married to her, like, make it make sense. I understand the whirlwind romance, but hey, man, I ain't finna marry nobody that I just met 2 weeks ago. It happens. But as for me in my house, I don't know that man. So, um, that was going on, and then it was just like at first the husband threw out all her clothes. He had a whole meltdown, and then it was like he snapped and was like, "This doesn't sound like my wife." Like he puts the clothes back, put the shoes back, put everything back, and he sends her a text. He calls her, goes straight to voicemail, which is she's not on the voicemail because she didn't, in a sense, she didn't want to be found, right? And so wherever she was hiding, so she she responded to his text and was like, "Everything is fine. Don't attempt to find me. I'm okay." And the husband is like, "Hold up, time out, boss, time out, time out. What you mean don't find? I'm your husband. Where you at?" And so the detective was just like, "If you do not give me her contact information, because you filed this report, we need to make sure that something, that everything is okay. And if she is in danger, I need to do what I can as a policeman to get to the bottom of it." She sends a message to the police and was like, "Just like I told my husband, everything is okay." And that's it. And so they do some more digging. And the brother comes in part where the detective is doing some traveling, and it's just like, okay. And when I say traveling, it's in relation to this case. And so, just trying to figure out what's going on because they met in California. They met in California and then they up and moved across the country. He moved for her. Paul moved for Ellen to Tennessee. After doing research, they found out that Ellen is actually from North Carolina. She's like from the Charlotte area. So, and I understood because like Mecklenburg County is a county that Charlotte is based out of. And so, they were just like, she's a fugitive. Like, we got to take her in. And the husband is like, something isn't adding up right. Wait, wait, wait. So, come to find out, she did have, like, the brother is still living. The brother never died. So, the husband, Paul, is like, it was just her and her mom. She don't have no brother. She had a brother. And so I'm not gonna go more and more and more into it, but he's coming for me. It's not who you think is coming for them. It's not the he that you think it is. And so at the end of the story, I was like, Lord have mercy. Lord, that the book was so good. I wrote Grace back and was like, "Ain't nobody tell me about y'all and about you, and you didn't tell me that you got all these books. Like, what? What? Grace, how do people not know of you and your work? Like, I don't understand. It was that good. It was that good. Like when I get some more money up so that I can build up my inventory and stuff for the bookstore, I plan on having all of her books in my bookstore. Like, and she's like going through, like, she's rebranding the book, like a new cover, things of that nature with some of her books. But is I told her, I was like, "Ma'am, you got a fan in me because this this right here, this book he's coming for me was so stinking good." And so I'm looking to see what else did I download of hers because I told her I would read another of her books. I think I have to. I think I have to buy the book. I can't remember. But in all things, like, that is somebody that you need to check out. It's called He's Coming for Me by Grace E. Summers. Please, please, please check it out. You will not regret it. Let me know what you think about it. Like I said, I'm on this whole kick with indie authors because, again, you got to start somewhere and you got to get the word out. So I will be doing more and more videos. Now, don't get me wrong. I still got my heavy hitters. And these two, Kirsten Moglin and, Frida McFadden, they are indie authors still, but, they up there, like internationally known. You know what I mean? And even with some of these indie authors, they are, but they're not up here yet. And that's my goal, is to help them get up there, help them climb up there, and it's just getting the word out about good books, y'all. Like, we have to support each other. And so, Grace E. Summers, check her out. This is Felicia with The Book Is Done, and I'm out.